Good morning. Welcome back. How we doing, everyone? Another beautiful day here. Another beautiful, beautiful day. Can you smell the opportunity? I can smell it. I can smell it. Bonjour. Morning, morning. Welcome back. Da-na-na-na. 252, yeah, 252 is sweet. On Tesla, definitely chef. Totally agree. Music will change. Everything will change once I'm back in Miami. This is all a temporary setup over here, just to get a few streams out while I'm over in Naples. Yeah, the moon's crazy. The moon is, yeah, I saw it last night. Full moon. Full, I mean, full as hell. Why in Q and not me? Starbucks is open today. Yes, I did get Starbucks this morning. That's really the only thing. There's no nice little, that's what I love about the differences, like Miami. Miami has a lot of smaller owned mom and pop coffee shops that are just really good. Where I'm at over here in Naples, it's all commercial. Miami's good for the restaurants and stuff. No, I'm feeling good, Sebastian. I got a little bit of a drip, nasal drip, which is a little concerning, but I'll be all right. Apple Daily Gap Fill, yeah. I mean, there's a reason I'm in that trade. I smell the Karen in here. I did not trade. I still have the Tesla, chef. I'll never sell that car. I love my Tesla. Yeah, yesterday was a good day. Yesterday, if you guys were trading with us, we took Tesla long off 252. That is we have that trade recorded live. That's on my Instagram. If you guys want to check that out, that's a really nice trade from yesterday. That was probably the main trade of yesterday, was Tesla longs off our demand. Right, that's the exact demand that we talked about here on the live stream. And then the Apple swing trade. That's another trade we took yesterday, pretty much near open, and we're looking for this gap fill. So the other thing is Shopify. Shopify. Don't say we didn't say it. Shopify yesterday, we talked about that weekly chart. Shopify's flying this pre-market off some news with Amazon. Looking real good. So some really nice trades again yesterday. The momentum is high, man. The violence, the speed, the momentum. It's at an all-time high here. I think we're having a great time, especially in the chat. I'll tell you one thing. The chat's having a great time. The community, it's been great. I really appreciate all you guys. I know a lot of you guys that watch the live streams are from there. So it's a good time to say I appreciate all of you. Nacho, thanks for all you do. Great help each day. Shout out from Miami. Thank you, Nacho. Appreciate that, my friend. All right, so 8:04. Let's get started. Welcome back, everyone. Let's get into the Porsche Lego in the background. Do you see that? The Tesla tequila is still over there too. You just can't see it. Let's get into the schedule. So today, we are looking at the economic earnings calendar, of course, as always. I'll pull that up in a second. Let me get through the schedule first. Tesla, 252. What an awesome, awesome, awesome hold. DJ, my friend, the social media links and the Discord name are not there. Is that a question, DJ? Is that a question that you need to repeat 3 times in this live stream? Okay? It's not. Is it that big of a deal? No. The social media links and the Discord name are not there because I'm in Naples. It's a mobile stream setup, and it's not a big deal if they're not there. Okay? let's continue. Let's move on from that question. Tesla, 252 hold. Very key level. Very nice level. Very strong bounce off that level. Really, really nice. So we're going to talk about that today. Nvidia, 490. Very nice hold above 490 today. This is another key level to be watching. Google, 135. Yesterday, a very strong hold of 135. This is something I would be watching again today. Google held that level very, very nice. Apple, gap fill. It's holding above the exact level this morning. So very interesting this morning. There is an Apple gap fill on the daily chart, and it's holding above the 187 level this morning. I would absolutely be watching this. You guys know we were watching the Apple upside off of 183 yesterday in the live stream. We talked about the break and retest of 183, and it looks really good. Shopify, the weekly chart that we talked about yesterday, looking fantastic, along with the news and the catalyst with Amazon. This could be a very nice watch today. And then finally, Amazon downtrend and Meta. I just threw it in there, to be honest, because I really don't like anything else. Maybe we'll skip Meta. We'll look at something that you guys want to look at. Maybe we'll look at CRM, going higher off earnings. But Amazon downtrend, this is something I would definitely be watching. Okay? All right. So, let's get started. All right? Let's get started. Nana, I send a link to the voice chat every morning. There is more than enough, right, guys? You gotta take some time, right? You gotta take some time, and you gotta do some research of your own, right? In this world, let me just give you a little lesson out there. There is always an answer to your questions if you put in a little bit of work, right? So join voice chat, right? This section in the Discord, it has a video on a tutorial on if you can't hear me in the voice chat, you can learn it here. There is also a link to the voice chat every morning right here, right? It's there, right? It's there. I will try my best to help you, but you need to look up a little bit of help yourself, okay? If you can't hear me in the Discord, go to the join voice chat and look it up. If you still can't figure it out, then send me a message in Discord, not in the YouTube live stream. All right, so let's pull up the economic earnings calendar. Economic calendar today. Let's stay focused, all right? Let's lock in. So, here's your economic calendar for today. Today is Thursday. You have jobless claims, right? Jobless claims, that's something we have to watch out for this morning. It's in about 22 minutes. So let's watch the jobless claims. We also have personal income, personal spending, PCE index, core PCE index. This is all coming out at 8:30, right? So let's keep an eye on this morning. There's probably going to be a little bit of volatility, right, at that 8:30. Right, so let's just keep an eye on that. That's really the only thing we need to watch for today is the 8:30 reaction. Tomorrow we have non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate, hourly wages at 8:30 as well. So today 8:30, tomorrow 8:30, a little bit of volatility potentially. We'll keep an eye out for that. Again, all we do is we watch the levels. We don't care about what the number is, at least for me. I don't care what the number is. I watch the levels because the levels show me what to do. All right, so again, yesterday, a great example of using levels. It doesn't matter what the news was yesterday. It was all about the levels. It's going to be the same today. All right, earnings calendar. We had CRM and CrowdStrike yesterday. So let's see. CRM is higher on that. So we'll maybe take a look at that one. CrowdStrike, not really doing anything. So CRM higher. I'll throw that in at the end of the live stream. For us to look at. All right, let's start. NASDAQ futures. Very key level here this morning, right? And you guys know we talked about this level yesterday. 15,500. 15,500 on the NASDAQ futures. Very, very important, right? We talked about this one yesterday. and it looks like we are moving into that level this morning. Can we get a solid hold over that 15,500 today on the NASDAQ? You guys saw yesterday, we talked about that hold of the previous highs. All right, let's go to the 30-minute chart. Here's the 30-minute chart on the NASDAQ futures. You guys saw yesterday, this damn wire is pissing me off. There we go. These wires, man. So, yesterday, right, we got a pullback. We held that previous high. We held the 50 SMA. Very nice hold, right? We sort of maintained above that demand, and that is where we held on. These previous general highs here, the previous support here. Yesterday, we held that 50, and we pushed to the upside. So, like we talked about yesterday in the live stream, and, you know, we have to continue to be cautious shorting this market if we're above that 50, and I still stand by that, right? It's going to be a tough short if you're above that 50 SMA. I will reiterate, right? The short side setup only comes in my opinion, under, right, the 50 SMA, under that 15,340. That's really the short setup that you're looking for. That's where it actually gets slippery. Until then, right, this market, I think, will have a tendency to move higher. And this morning, we are potentially holding above the previous highs here. And this would be your ultimate bullish catalyst here. If the NASDAQ can maintain, this is 15.5 here, right? If the NASDAQ can maintain this general previous high, right? These previous highs, all this after hours consolidation, if the NASDAQ can maintain, I would really say 15.5, right? You can move it up to like 15,520, right? If you want to be really, really cautious, you can move this up to like the 520 level, which is right there, right? You can see there are some more reactions at that 520, at that 520, right? At that 520 here, right? 520 right there, 520 right here. So multiple rejections at that 15,520. If we can hold above this 15,520 today, there is going to be upside, right? I'm not going to guarantee that because I can't guarantee anything in the market, nor can anyone else. But that is a very clear reason for upside today. If the NASDAQ can hold above yesterday's highs, and that is also a hold above this 4-hour major level here, right? If the NASDAQ can hold above that 15,520, reclaim this major previous low, reclaim these highs, there is probably a nice opportunity for upside. So 15,520, right? Watch that. Let's keep an eye on that level here. That is really the main watch today. If you reject 15,520 today, if you do get some downside off this supply here today, I still am not a big fan of shorting here, right? I'm not a big fan of shorting in this zone here. I'm just not, the way the price action has been, it's been apparent that the bids just keep stepping up, right? Above this 50 SMA. It's been this really nice, these grinds higher. I'm not a big fan of shorting anywhere until we're back under this 50. Now, that doesn't mean, right? That doesn't mean that there isn't a potential short opportunity here off that supply at 15.5. That's not what I'm saying. There probably is an opportunity there. But it's just an opportunity that I don't feel has follow through, right? So yesterday, right, if you didn't take profits, you lost money. If you didn't take profits on this bounce, or this drop, you lost money, right? And that's what I'm concerned about. I don't want to be part of a short side trade that does not have continuation. And I don't think the short side trade will have continuation unless it's under the 50, right? So that's my mindset here. If we're above the 50, then I want to see, if we're above this 50, then I'm looking for upside potential, as I believe that 50 SMA and this 15.4 or 15,340 level will remain as a strong level. Let's watch 15.5, 15,520 on the NASDAQ today. I think that's very, very key. The very, very key level here on the QQQ, and you can see it in the title, right? The reason this is in the title is because of how important this 376 level is on the QQQ. Look how clean this is on the QQQ. Right here. Look at all these previous lows on the Qs, right? That's all at 376. Now, if we zoom in, right, to the recent trend, Look how clean this is, man. It's just as clean as it can be, right? 376, rejection here on Tuesday into Wednesday. Yesterday, oh, look at that. Who remembers? Who remembers? Someone's got to remember. The landscapers. Someone out there remembers. 376, right? That was the level. You guys can see rejection there from Tuesday into Wednesday. We get back above it. We hold that 376 yesterday. We're holding above it today. If the QQQ is above 376, there is not a reason in the world to be shorting into 376. I strongly believe that, right? If you are above 376 on the Qs, you are shorting into probably one of the most important retest holds in the recent few months, right? This is not, I know I say levels are big. You guys can clearly see how important this 376 is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 9 touches of this level. 9 touches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 touches of 376. And this morning, look at how clean this break and hold above that level is. And look at how clean this hold above it yesterday was, right here. 376 there. Look at the hold here this morning. And look at the upside you're getting off that level. If you are above 376, do not short the QQQ. It's as easy as that. If you fall back below it, if you see a rejection at it, then you change your mindset. You look for that potential downside. But if you're above 376, you are shorting into major demand. Excuse me? Wow. Trading Futures Live. Who is this? What a goat. What a goat. I appreciate that, man. Holy shit. Trading Futures Live. Why don't you reach out to me sometime? If you want. Shoot me a DM. Shoot me something. Having a good week? Hey, man. Congratulations. I appreciate you. I appreciate that a lot. More than you know. That's really cool. That's a milestone right there. So you made a milestone in the chat. Biggest donation to date by a large amount. Thank you, man. The bar has been set. That's the GOAT. I appreciate it, man. And I wish you continuation of your good days. Hopefully more ahead. New record. That's awesome. All right, let's continue. I think I watched your channel at like 10K followers. That's awesome, man. Thank you for all the support, and thanks for sticking around and being here. So 376, right? It's very easy. It really is. Just don't short into that level. And if it holds above it, the tendency will be for upside here. That is a very important hold of 376 today. ES. If this loads. There we go. All right, ES. All right, let's look at this. 4-hour chart. ES coming into a major level here. 45.45, right? Let's go to the hourly chart. Let's get a little bit more time here. You guys can see how important this level is going to be here today. 45.45 on the ES futures. You can see right here, rejection. Right here, we have rejections. Right here, we have areas of rejection. Right here, we have areas of rejection. 45.45. If the ES can maintain over that level, maybe you call it 45.50, this is going to be the next major breakout, right? I don't care for chatting during real trading, but I like the morning stuff. Thank you, Trading Futures. So 45.45, that is a major level. You guys can see right here, 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections at that level. You are pushing into it as we speak. That is going to be something you're going to want to monitor today, okay? So 45.45 on the ES futures. If we go to the short term, you guys remember this little 45.15 area, right? Look at what we did yesterday on the ES futures. Previous day highs, 45.15. We held it generally here after a little bit of a extension to the downside, and later day yesterday we held it again. So if the ES, right, I said this yesterday, I'll say it again, right? I would not short supply levels during the current market trend. I said that about this 45, I think, what level was it yesterday? I talked about that. Was it the 45.20? I think it was the 45.20 area I said that about yesterday. But I would say the same thing about this today. I would not short this 45.45 level today. I would not short this supply. Here's why. Because if the ES is above this 45.15, 45.20 area, right, then you're just shorting back into demand, and you could just be shorting into a little bit of a fake downside move. I don't like to short into these. I don't like to fight these upside trends and try to catch, right? I'm not interested in catching this downside, this little downside, this little downside. I want the actual flip. I want the actual rejection, the actual area that the market's going to flip to the downside. For me, you could look for a rejection here, right? This would be a clean pivot to short under 45.15, or the next clean pivot to downside is probably under the 45.85. Right, or 44.85. Those are really the only two pivots to downside. Other than that, you're just shorting into an uptrend, which is just not something I'm very fond of. I like to trust the market, right? And the market is showing me upside and continuing to hold levels. So if we continue to hold this, right? If we continue to hold this 45.20, 45.15, then I would continue to look for upside. The next upside long, if you don't get a pullback, is on a break and hold above 45.45 today. That's something I would be watching. Look to see what happens at this level today. All right, let's go to the SPY. And here's the important level on the SPY, and here's why the SPY is pushing higher this morning. 451.50. All right, let's go to the 4-hour chart. Look at how important this 451.50 level is. 451.50. Previous low, right? 4-hour chart. Previous low, 4-hour chart. Previous high, 4-hour chart. Previous high, 4-hour chart. Right here, previous high, 4-hour chart. That's a 4-hour double bottom that turned into a 4-hour triple top. Now, what is happening at that exact level this morning? Well, yesterday, we rejected that level intraday, right? No surprise. It's a 4-hour major level. Look at the rejection on that intraday yesterday, right? Look at the... Okay, gone. Goodbye. What else we got? Okay, that's about all. So you guys can see that that rejection there, right, at 451.50, right? Look how important that rejection was. That's at exact level. Look at what it caused yesterday. What are we doing at that level today? All right? What are we doing at that level today? Clear as day. Clear as day. It's not, right? It's just a nice, beautiful little break, hold, and pop off the same level. That was a 4-hour rejection, 4-hour double top, double bottom. It's just a major level, 451.50. Even, right? You know it's a big level. You know it's a big level. When you're looking at it, right? When you're looking at this on the 4-hour chart, you know it's a big level when you can go down to the 2-minute and the intraday, and you can see reactions at it on the intraday, right? Look at the intraday. That's the exact level we rejected twice yesterday. Now look at what's happening off that level today. So if you hold this 451.50 on the SPY, I mean, there's not much above here, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. All right? There is not much up here to stop the SPY. You know, maybe like this 455 area. But I mean, you're sort of in just sort of nothing major here. No big pivots here. This was really the last level that needed to break, right? This 451.50 was really the previous major double bottom lows while we were up here at all-time highs. Or not all-time highs, I'm sorry. Yeah, all-time highs, right? No, wait a second. Why am I lost here? No, I'm sorry. Not all-time highs, I'm an idiot. Recent highs, right? The recent highs of this year, yearly highs. So the last time we were at these yearly highs, right, it was really the hold of 451.50 that maintained us above that level. And now we're above it. So very interesting, right? Very interesting comeback, very strong comeback here on the SPY. That is a very strong hold of 451.50. And if you are above that level, do not battle this market, okay? If you continue to hold this level, do not battle the market and try to break it down, try to get it to the downside. If it breaks under this level on some data today, if we get aggressive downside intraday, right, then you react to that move, right? You react to see what the rejection would be at this level, right? If you get a move under it, let's say the data comes out, something comes out, we don't like it, right? Market drops off that news, off that catalyst, you break back under 451.50 today, you start to see reactions there, right? Then you have to be able to, right? You have to be able to react to that potential move, all right? So, very important. Let's see what happens there. Big SPY level. Pay attention to it. See if we hold above it or if we reject it today. Dow Jones. Dow is actually back over a big level here too, right? Look at this 4 hour, 35,100. 1, 2, 3, 4. A quadruple bottom at 35.1, right? 35,100. Quadruple bottom at that level, right? And what did the Dow just get above this morning? 35.1. Right? We are back above. Look at where we rejected yesterday. I mean, I can't make this shit up. I can't make it up. I cannot make this up. I haven't even looked at the Dow since yesterday. I don't look at the Dow intraday. Where did the Dow reject yesterday? The exact 35.1 level, right? Exact 35.1 level right there. Major rejection off that level. Where did the Dow hold this morning? Where did it just reject this morning? And where did it just hold? 35.1, right? I can't make this up. If you're above 35.1, you're looking for upside on the Dow. If you drop back below it, you're looking for downside. It's as easy as that. Russell. 1920. Yeah. 1920, 50 SMA. That's your level to watch. If you get more upside on the Russell, right? 1920, 50 SMA. That's what I'd be cautious of above. All right? 1920. All right, let's go into some stocks. Tesla, very nice little hold yesterday. Why did I long Tesla yesterday? Well, we talked about that 252 demand, didn't we? And that was a perfect demand hold. 252 demand, really nice demand hold right here, right? Had two opportunities at that demand hold and a really strong hold, right? Really strong hold at 252, very nice upside continuation. Where did we get that 252 level from? Let's go here. It's as clear as day. Hourly chart, all you have to do is read the levels, pay attention, right? If you guys see right here, 1, 2, 3, triple top. Before it was a triple top, what was it? Before 252 was a triple top, it was a major demand. Major demand, 252, 250, major triple top supply. We come back over, we're trading above it. If we move back into it, we look for it to hold as support. It is just the same thing over and over and over again. Nothing we talk about in these live streams changes ever. It's the same thing over and over again, the same strategy, the same levels we watch, right? We look for the same types of things off these levels. And it just keeps happening, right? It just keeps happening. So, beautiful stuff. SPY, we'll take a look and see if there's any reaction to the data about to come out. Let's take a sip of water here. Take a second. Press that like button. We got 2,000 people here. Guys, if you're just coming in, the stream that you're watching, this is a mobile setup. I'm here in Naples for a few days. If there's missing things on the stream, that's usually here. The reason is because I'm in Naples. Things will go back to normal once I'm back in Miami. And it looks like it's a crazy one here. Up and down, up and down. Let's see what the numbers are. No numbers yet. Not much movement. Core PCE 4.2. Okay, so as expected. Okay, so PCE as expected. Jobless claims pretty much flat. I mean, yeah, it's probably not going to go anywhere. Why Naples and not me? All right, I'm not going to waste my time here. No movement here on the SPY. Numbers are as expected, pretty much in line. ES, what's the ES doing? ES is sort of holding up. NASDAQ. NASDAQ just huge wick. Really no continuation anywhere. I mean, we'll see if there's anything here. But for now, it looks pretty muted. I live trade every single day. The videos that you guys watch on my channel, where you hear my voice trading, is an exact recording of what goes on in the community. Right? I just literally record what I say in intraday and I repost it on YouTube. So here we go. NVIDIA, right? What did we talk about on NVIDIA yesterday? 490. We talked about that 490 level and how important that level was, right? 490 previous highs, right? 490. Very nice previous highs. Or, I'm sorry, very nice hold of that previous high end of day. Look at the hold of this pre-market today. Very nice 490 level. So, if NVIDIA is above 490, you are going higher, right? It's just, you have to think bigger picture here. If a stock is holding previous rejections as new support, right? You have to think bullish. You have to stay with that trend of the move, right? You can't be trying to short back into previous highs that already have shown that it wants to hold a support. The fact that a previous high holds a support needs to mean something to you when you're trading, right? This is a very important concept. This is the break and retest, right? This is what I trade all the time. So if NVIDIA is above 490, you are not looking for downside. You're not going to try to short into a previous high that is holding as a very strong demand here from yesterday, as well as yesterday, or as well in the pre-market today. So you could look for upside. This doesn't, and again, right, this doesn't just mean you irrationally long this stock, but that means you need to be aware of shorting, right? At least you can protect yourself in that regard. So where does NVIDIA probably find more rejection? I would assume this 500 area is just going to be a tough area, right? I would just assume this is going to be a tough 500 psychological level on NVIDIA. So what would I be looking for if I want to trade NVIDIA today? You're looking for a retest of 490, right? If NVIDIA can pop back down to 490 today on some kind of pullback, look to see if that holds as a demand, right? That's where you want to be in. You either want to look for a demand hold of 490, or you want to look to see maybe if there's a break and retest rejection of it, right? So either way, 490 is the level to trade NVIDIA off of. And if you just sort of get upside today, then you gotta wait for a break and hold above previous day highs, right? That's all you have to. If you're not gonna get the 490 pullback, right? If you're not gonna get this pullback, then you're gonna have to wait for a hold above previous day highs to long this name, right? And why do I say that? Because that is the exact same thing yesterday, right? When you saw NVIDIA hold above previous day highs, there was a long opportunity. It's the same thing here today. So either you look for the pullback to 490 today for a potential long, or you have to wait for the break and hold above previous day highs. Probably above 500. All right? NVIDIA looking strong. I would look for that 490 hold again. Apple. So we're in an Apple swing trade. Why did we enter this Apple swing trade? Well, yesterday we were on the live stream. We were talking about the hold above this 183 area, right? This 183 previous high area here. We were talking about that hold. And if I go to the 1 hour chart, you guys can see right here, 1 hour chart. Extend this to the left. This was Apple yesterday. We were holding above these previous highs. We were holding above these previous highs. And we were holding above, we were breaking and holding above that level in the pre-market yesterday. So I was saying, hey, I'm looking at this for potential swing trade, right? Desi swings. Here it is. So starting position September 15th, 185 calls on Apple. Updates on it, right? Taking half off, up 33%, 50 SMA. It went right through that. So I'm still holding half my position here. And the reason for that is, one, we broke above that 50 SMA. And two, right, daily chart. Daily chart. We have a gap here until 190.69. 190.69, you have a gap here on Apple, which starts, right? It starts above 187.38. So the high of this candle right here is 187.38. And let me show you what just happened at 187.38 this morning. Here it is, right? 187.38. You can clearly see how Apple is maintaining over the gap fill level, right? Look at that. The exact Apple, where the Apple gap fill starts, you can see it is maintaining over that level. So I will continue to hold this trade as long as Apple is above, I'm going to say the 50 SMA. I'm going to give it that 50 SMA. But ideally, you'd like to see it hold above this 187.50, 187.40 area and try to see if this thing wants to fill the gap up to 190.7. Of course, we're going to need NASDAQ strength, which is still questionable today. So we'd have to watch that NASDAQ. But if we get that NASDAQ strength, then I like that potential for an Apple gap fill. That is something that I would be watching. All right? Let's go Google. Fabir, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, Google. So, beautiful, right? Just beautiful. It's just technicals. That's all it is. So let's see. Do I have this from yesterday? Yep. Here it is. All right. Google. Right here. You guys can see that was yesterday. We were maintaining that level. That's a break and retest. That's a break and hold above previous highs here. You guys can see break and hold, right? What do? We continue higher. Beautiful, beautiful move. That's just technicals. So really nice break and hold above 135. As long as you're above 135, tendency is to move higher. That's going to act as a new demand level. Now, right? Now you need to look for a hold above this 137, right? Now you need to see if it wants to stair step. Does that stair step start? All right? The only way this continues higher is if you get that stair step. So this is right? This is your stair, right? Now you need to make another one, and then you need to make another one, right? And you need to continue to turn previous highs into new lows, right? So you guys can see right here, you have previous highs around the 137, right? Let's see if it turns into new lows now. If Google can hold above this 137, right? If you can see demand off this level today, then you're looking for upside continuation. If Google breaks below that, momentum's going to be lost, right? Because you're falling back below those highs. So Google needs to stay above 137 today to remain strong. I'm going to put it at 137, right? And I'm going to monitor to see if it wants to hold above. If it falls back below 137, then it probably trades back to the 135. All right? So 137 on Google. See if that holds. Very nice hold of 135 yesterday. Just technicals, man. Shopify. Oh, Shopify. What a beauty. One of my favorite comeback names for sure. You guys know that. I got a lot of shares of Shop. on the comeback weekly chart. You guys know we talked about this one yesterday. This was one of the main. We talked about this last week, right? We talked about it yesterday. We talked about it a lot. This is a very nice weekly break and retest. You can see right here, previous highs into new lows. Nice little uptrending formation. You can see we have this uptrend that continues to hold, right? And so if this thing wants to hold this 55, which you also have a catalyst today, Shopify is all the way up here already, so just make sure you know that. This is the weekly chart, so it doesn't include pre-market. If we go to the 4-hour, and we get more time here, all right, you can see it's already pretty extended, but still there. All right, so Shopify, nice trend, retest, beautiful pop-off news. Maybe it's gone now. If you didn't get in, right, it might be gone now. But you know, maybe just watch like this 66 area. This whole area up here is a little bit questionable, right? All up in here, the 66 to 70 area. If you want to be real cautious now, right, then you're probably just going to have to wait for a break over these highs, this 70 area. Or you take it here and you look for that continuation and you just trust it, right? You just trust it off this trend. So Shopify, beautiful. We talked about this one. Congratulations to anyone who took this. This was money. Money, money, money. So keep an eye on that one today. Could still continue higher. All right, Amazon. I'm interested in this Amazon trend here. This looks interesting, right? Look at this Amazon here. Amazon's been stuck in this little downtrend here, but it is starting to hold above some important demands, right? Amazon held above this double top or double bottom demand, right? It held it there very nicely. Amazon held above this 134. This was another important level. 134, 134, right? And 134 yesterday. So if Amazon is above 134, I'm looking to see if it can break this downtrend, hold over the 137, and if it does, I really like a long opportunity over 137, right? That is a really, really nice looking potential long here. If you can regain this low, regain this double top high, and maintain this little 137 area, if you can see that, if you can have that coupled with a downtrend breakout, I'm game, right? I'm definitely game for a little long here on a 137 hold on Amazon. 100% something I'll be watching today. All right. Next, Meta. You know what? Do I want to even look at Meta? Yeah, we can look at Meta because there's sort of a similar setup to Amazon. You have this downtrend that is held really strong, and it could be breaking as well, right? You can see here, Amazon and Meta, both sort of in these downtrends that had double bottom demands, right? Look how, actually this is very similar. Amazon, downtrend, right? Double bottom demand, pop to the upside. Meta, downtrend, double bottom demand, pop to the upside. That's interesting. Very similar there. So, my only concern on Meta is that it's stuck under that 20 and 50 SMA, which is a little bit tired, right? I don't really like that. So if I was to be a long of Meta on this trend break, I think I need to see it. I think I need to see it above this 302, right? This 302 right here is where I think you want to see it above. This previous high right there, these previous lows right here, right? And then this previous high right here. I think if Meta can break over 302 with this downtrend break and start to hold that 302, that could be an interesting long there on Meta. If not, then watch out for the 290 demand or the potential breakdown below. So Meta and Amazon, very similar. These are interesting watches. Amazon, downtrend, potential break. Meta, downtrend as well. Is there a break back higher here if we get that strength on NASDAQ ES, right? That, of course, is very important. Let's take a quick look at the NASDAQ. What's she doing? Yeah, so we're rejecting there, right? We're still under. We're still under. So that's important, right? You got to pay attention to that. I would not be long right, into that 45 here, right? We talked about that. I would not be long into that 15,500. If we're below those levels, I did say be careful in the shorts, but that doesn't mean you long into supply, right? So is this a real breakdown? We'll have to see. Maybe we'll see and we'll have to react to the price action intraday. But you're definitely not longing into a rejection, the triple top rejection, right? We're not going to be longing into that level. So to get a real long today, right, I want to see a nice hold above this 15,520, yesterday's highs. And to get a nice long on the ES, I want to see a nice hold over that 45.45. Without that, we're going to have to either take, right, we're either going to have to look for demand longs on a dip, or you can look for that short, but it's going to be probably short-lived, and you probably got to be a profit taker. So 45.45, 45.15 on the ES, NASDAQ, right, 15.520. We already did Tesla. If we go back, Tesla, it's all about the 252 demand from yesterday. That's what you're watching. 252 demand, 50 SMA supply. Tesla's not going to go higher if the NASDAQ cannot break over this 15,520. All right, if the NASDAQ cannot break above that, then we're not going to be able to move higher today. QQQ needs to hold over 376. That's very important. SPY needs to hold over 450-150, previous day highs. All right? All right, guys, I'm going to head out. I hope you have a fantastic trading day. If you guys could, before I head out, press that like button. I would very much appreciate that. Shout out to Trading Futures Live with a $250 donation today. Yeah. What a donation. New donation. Very much appreciate that, man. That's incredible. And to anyone else that's donated, that's supported the channel, that's pressed the like button, I appreciate you as well. Your support is the only reason I'm still here. I would not be doing this if you guys didn't show up. There's reason for me to, to come here every day. There's a purpose, and yeah, and I appreciate it. Right, you guys make that happen. So thank you again. Press that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We do this every single day starting at 8 a.m. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.